Hello, Captain Kildare here, Mariposa PD. I did have something I wanted to talk about a little bit. I had a horrible experience with an app called Venmo. Sure, everybody's heard of it by now. It's pretty popular. I don't know how it got so popular and so big and so rich. As bad as it is, horrible. I got money sent to me from somebody, owed me some money. They only had Venmo. You have Venmo? I said, no, I don't have it. Turned out I did have it, but I had it from last year. Got it to get one thing, and then I never used it again. But I had it. So I said, yeah, okay, I got it. Send me the money to Venmo. I logged into the Venmo account. Sure enough, there was the money. It wasn't a super lot of money, but $340. I needed that money for something specific. I needed it now. I didn't want to wait. So as I saw that the money was to me, I went in there and said transfer money, where you can send it to your bank, and my bank was already attached to it. My credit card was attached to it. So then with Cash App, I say transfer to my bank, and if I want to do instant, I got to pay a little fee, and if I want to do a regular, then a standard, then I wait a couple of days for it to get in there. But this time I wanted to go right away. $5 fee. I clicked instant transfer, and I said accept the $5 fee. Hit go. Enter. Well, it came back with a red letter saying, sorry, we can't do that right now. Oh, shit, man, just my luck. Can't do it. I don't know why. Maybe I did something wrong. Oh, I said, all right. And they said, try again later. Well, I didn't have later. It was already late. I wanted to go to bed. I tried again right away, and the big red letters again. Sorry, can't do it. So I said, okay, let's try the standard delivery. My bank. After all, it is my money, and I want it. I want to put it in my bank. Try the standard delivery, and it says initiating transfer, $140. I said, oh, good, that worked. That worked. Right, well, I got to wait 3 days for my money. I did it instantly, but I'm going to go ahead and wait now. So I refreshed the page. $340 was in my Venmo account. Well, it had been returned. Standard transfer didn't work either. They sent the money back. I said, your transfer was canceled, and your money was put back in your account. So, I get on the line and I start reading reviews, and people are telling me that saying that they do this all the time. But one guy was so pissed off, he said, I just think they want to keep your money so they can earn interest on it. I don't know about that, but I know I couldn't get my money out. I tried 7 more times to do the standard delivery because it looked like it was going, but then it came back. It kept coming back. It was 10 o'clock, 10:30, something like that around now. And all I can think when something like this is happening is that I'm doing something wrong, but I wasn't. I had to go to bed and wait for the morning to come so I could call them. Called them. I spent about an hour and a half on the phone. This gal named Terry. She helped me a lot. She worked at Venmo. She said, I know it can be frustrating and all that, the stuff they're trying to say. I said, but we'll get it resolved. All right, so we tried it, and Terry couldn't get it to go either. She got into my account. I gave her, I was logged on my PC and my phone. She said, can't get it to transfer either. She said, let's try the standard transfer. So we did that, and same thing happened. It came back. I'm thinking, well, at least I'm not doing something wrong, and I felt better about that. She said, let me put you on hold, and I'm going to check some things. So she put me on hold, so I waited. So she said, let's try something else, and tried something else. She said, do you have any other bank accounts? I said, no, I don't have any reason to have more than one bank account. I said, wait a minute, I do have something I think is maybe a bank. It's called Chime. I had used this thing Chime one time. Now I got all these damn apps that I don't ever use. She said, oh, let's try to put it in Chime because that's compatible with Venmo. All right, whatever. We're on the phone a long time. I got to know her. I almost asked her out, but I didn't. Probably in Colorado or something. We tried transferring it to Chime, and it looks like the transfer goes, except it didn't. It was canceled and sent back. I almost felt a little guilty, like I was doing something. I think I was trying to do, like I was a criminal or something like that, trying to break into somebody's account. She said, one other thing we can do, and I said, what's that? She said, well, there's two other things. She said, we can either turn it over to the investigative department, and you know what happened the last time that happened. I said, don't do that. I'll never see that money. They think everybody is a criminal. That's just their nature. That's what they're taught. If you do something that seems fishy, even if it's completely innocent, they're going to think you're a criminal. They're going to look into you. They're not going to give you your money. I said, don't do that. I said, what's the second option? She said, well, we can return the money to the person that sent it to you. I said, oh, okay, well, let's do that. So we returned the money to the person that sent it to me. Now I'm still waiting for them to send it back to me in a different fashion. I said, don't ever send it to me in Venmo again. Never using Venmo again in my entire life. I don't care if I lived another 40 years, 50 years, whatever. I live to be 110. I'm not going to be using Venmo ever again. I told her that too. I said, hey, nothing personal. Terry, but I'm never going to use your app again in my entire life. I said, I don't know how much longer that is, but however long it is, I'm not going to be using Venmo ever again. Ever. For any reason. Not to collect money from somebody who owes me money or anything. No reason at all. She said, I'm sorry to see you go, but after an hour and a half with you on the phone, I understand. So that's my review of Venmo. Out of a 5-star, they get a 1, if that. If I can give them a negative, I would.
I can use the word obliterated, he could use defeat, destroy, assess, all of those things. But ultimately, we're here to clarify what these weapons are capable of, which anyone with, 2 eyes, some ears, and a brain can recognize that kind of firepower with that specificity at that location and others is going to have a devastating effect. So we all recognize there will be days and weeks ahead. That's why yesterday I said, if you want to know what's going on at Fort O, you better go there and get a big shovel, because no one's under there right now.